Hi, all. Thank you for coming. Welcome back to another reading from Lady Stephanie Tarot and Oracle. Yeah, I'm just, so thankful whoever this message reached. Today, I thought we could do a reading. It's just an idea that came up to me because I don't know about you all, whoever is joining today, um, wherever in the world you are. But I just feel personally there's just been a lot of energy of change and also just transitioning. I think for a lot of people, considering just global climate and just I feel like the energies. I know that there's at this point, I believe a few of the outer planets are in retrograde, and so collectively, I think definitely there's a lot of transitions going on based on that. If you follow astrology, but personally, I feel like I'm doing a lot of clearing, a lot of that, a lot of just really focusing on just making changes, um, expanding, being creative, and just coming up with new plans. And I'm actually moving at the time of this reading, just like where I live, but I don't know. I just thought that it would be fitting to do a reading, um, kind of talking about now that I'm feeling, or this energy of change is certainly coming in. What foundations are we, setting right now? I thought that it would be a good reading to do. Um, of course, transitions, changes happen, but what are we setting the foundations for? So I wanted to read. I think I'm going to just do a collective reading. I thought I was going to do a pick a card, but I'm doing this collective reading of what are we setting, what foundations are we setting now, based on the energy coming in through the tarot. And then I wanted to do an oracle message too with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck, as you can see. So hauntingly, hauntingly beautiful. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. So I thought this time around I would do more of a just kind of like a pattern reading, just kind of see what comes out and, you know, kind of go that way. So yeah, what you know, tarot just give us the collective here, um, insight to what energies we are going to be coming to us, and as far as what we will be working on in this period of time. Whoa. Y'all saw that. There's two cards that popped out. So I immediately see the Queen of Wands. Wow. Whoa. Okay, so it's so crazy because, first of all, I'm definitely noticing the Wands energy. So that's already giving me that, that fire energy. So the drive definitely is going to be there. I'm seeing the collective being very inspired and almost rejuvenated with this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is like very attractive without doing anything. It's because she's simply being herself and she's very radiant. And you can see that permeates through these orange and yellow colors, which, if you know anything about the chakras I see, or the colors, yellow. Yellow is about the soul, and that's the solar plexus chakra. So that's just simply who you are. Um, and you also see the sunflowers, also that talks about, and I'm just thinking about the sun, your sun sign, which is basically ultimately like your consciousness represented, what you actually represent. So yeah, you're definitely coming out of your shell. You're showing people who you are, like, at this point of time. You're really laying that down, um for this period of time. Like, you're letting your we're, as a collective, coming up with a completely different um image that we're projecting right now. And that's something that is definitely going to give us a lot more balance in our life. And it's so crazy that the Justice card came out. So whenever I think of the Justice card, like, immediately I think of fairness, balance, and you can see the scales. And it's also crazy that we get this card just leaving Libra season. So definitely picking up some Libra energy. So I might have a lot of, you may be, Libra sun, maybe, um, or just have a lot of Venus in your chart. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of, it's going to be definitely more of, like, I'm going to do what I want. Like, I don't know. This energy to me is like, I'm taking back, you know, and I'm commanding something. You see, I'm commanding something. It's like I'm looking at both their faces. It's like they're like looking at you like, nope, this is me now. Like it or not. I mean, you can kiss off, or you can be a part of, you know, the program. And I just feel like, honestly, with this, it's just showing me like you're not taking any crap anymore. Like, you're not, and when I say taking crap, you're not letting yourself take crap. You're just being who you are now. Like, you're being unapologetic. You're being more self-interested. And then this is definitely like with the Eight of Wands. I'm seeing these changes happening quite quickly. And also too, just a lot of inspiration. I feel like this is creative energy, that's going to come out and inspire you very quickly, and it's going to lead you to your next big endeavors, or your next idea. Your originality is really coming out here, and it's really giving you more of control of your life. It's giving you more of balance in your life. let's do a couple more cards just to see what else. I just want to get a few more cards. I think I'm going to do 6 cards. Let's do that. What what is the what is the energy coming in, tarot, that we are building our foundations upon for the future at this time? Coming into the new year. Ooh. Oh wow, and I got 3 cards. We got the High Priest, we got the Eight of Pentacles, and then we got the Nine of Swords. And then let's look at the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Oh wow. So it's so crazy. Can I tell you guys a really quick story? So before I got online, I actually was thinking about how nowadays I just feel like everything is so hectic. It's easy to become imbalanced. Even when you think things are balanced, you know, it's just sometimes it just feels off. So I, you know, lit a candle and made an intention to call that in my life, in different ways. Um, and just not just know what to do, and just to know what to do to be able to do that. And I don't know if you guys have been experiencing this. At the bottom of the deck, we have hermit the hermit card, and the hermit card talks about like a time of like deep introspection before a time of enlightenment, and just basically rejuvenation. Like you've been rejuvenated, your whole mindset is different, you're like a different person. And it's so crazy because I was getting that energy even from the moment that we started the reading with this Queen of Wands energy. It's just like you're going back and you're analyzing everything that's happened, as most people do during this time of year. But I feel like particularly during this time, um, it's very much on your mind. The mental energy is very high, based off the swords energy. We've got the air element, which represents the mental, and then we have the scales, which is just representing of balance. And I feel like that is really critical right now. With everything that's going on, balancing that mental energy, balancing that use of, using reasoning and using logic, to understand the things that you can and cannot, you know, um, you know, deal with, and that are out of your control, and you're balancing that. You're saying like these are the things I can deal with, and these are the things that I cannot deal with, and I have to do that because that's how I'm going to be more authentic to myself, right? This energy right here, we got that solar plexus energy. We have a lot of red too, which just to me, satisfying your desires. That red, that's the root chakra energy. And we all have these basic fundamental things. And that's what the Queen of Wands is. She's just like her basic fundamental self. Like she's like a representative of beauty and authenticity. You know what I mean? And she doesn't play games. So let's go down to this. So I got some pentacles energy and I got some more swords energy down here. We have the high priest. And then we have the eight of pentacles. And then we have the nine of pentacles. So with this high priest, it's so weird. Like I just got a random message. Um, this may apply, this may not. You could actually be attracting in a business or marriage. That's what I'm getting to. You could be attracting that, and that may actually lead to increasing your financial situation. Um, and then this Nine of Swords energy, with the Justice card right above it, this is you overcoming injustice. This is you overcoming that. This energy is you either also to I'm getting another message with finding something out, some sort of counsel that brings you to a conclusion of creating this or laying the foundation for you being in complete control and building. And this is going to happen quickly. This Nine of Swords, I'm getting the energy of this has been happening. I think you've been kind of in this, the collective. Um, it's showing me that obviously the Nine of Swords is like the card of like worrying and anxiety to the point of, you just you're letting that all this mental energy literally take you down. And it's so crazy because I got that message here. It's like balancing that mental energy, and you're going to get a hold of that. You're laying the foundations for that. I don't know if you currently, at the time, collective, know someone or got into some spiritual system or maybe some sort of philosophy that will have you taking back you know, your life to where you can be more happier. And it's definitely been a while. It's definitely been a while. It's definitely been a lot of work. Um, and it's going to take a lot of work. This is to me like the work card, the Eight of Pentacles, like constantly putting in that grind time, you know. But I think ultimately it's going to make you happier. It is going to make you happier. What I'm thinking is with this Eight of Pentacles, I feel like to like don't be. I'm getting a message of here. Kind of, it's so crazy because what I'm thinking too is like whenever I think of this, I feel like this energy just represents just doing play, excitement, fun, and this card just is like the total opposite. We got the 8 and the 8 too. So that Saturn energy, wanting to, feeling time. And maybe that's one also thing too that you're kind of letting go of. Knowing that there is enough time, and I see that, here, like it's like work and play, a work and play, excuse me. And then here we even have, we got the moon and the sun energy too. So we having that duality of marrying these two aspects uh, of our life and our energy coming up this period. So that's something that we're going to be laying the foundations for. But this is gonna be you very soon, if not already like expressed. I mean, this is already in you, collective, but it's now just about bringing and revealing that. So this is just a lovely, lovely reading. To be honest, trying to think of anything. So we're laying the foundations to having more autonomy, more sovereignty, more beauty, more fun, more creativity, more inspiration, whether that be by doing the things that you love, finding that through work, you know, finding the balance between work and play. Those are the things that we're setting our foundations for. Um, Giving time to ourselves, um, and learning how to manage this energy, you know, through either some sort of counseling or spiritual system or philosophy, maybe even a person who, a friend or a partner that, you know, helps you with this. And also too, I'm getting a strong indicator of maybe some sort of business endeavor, definitely with these pentacles here. Maybe an endorsement, maybe a new job position. Although, whatever this job is, if it is a job, it's going to be very autonomous. So maybe a work from home or something where you have more control over the day to day things that you do. Also, it could be romance. This energy is here too. Um, the rods definitely, to me, this also has an indication of like romance, especially with the flowers. We got the red, and just quick, just very attraction, a lot of that, and desire. And so, that is something that you could be dating. You can be setting, using this energy to improve yourself so that you can date, and then who knows, this energy with these major arcana, with the high priest and the justice card, is really showing, some sort of binding thing coming in, um, that looks like it'll be very lucrative. But overall, I would say It's something that's going to give you more balance in your life. It's going to suppress this with the justice card in your life. It's going to give you more balance. So that's awesome. Honestly, I you know what, if what you've wanted in this time period is to have some business deal go well, you I feel like this is definitely a positive, um, you know, a positive omen, especially this eight of pentacles card. This eight of pentacle card does, like, I get tired of looking at this. You know what I'm saying? It's dark outside. You know what I mean? Your girl want to sleep, but she got that candle lit, giving her that energy. Wow. I just noticed this black crow above her head. I feel like this is very spiritual. Like, the bird representing, that, um, that spirit energy, with the wings, and then of course the fire energy. It's like she's using all of that, you know, to help her. So take what you will from that message. I definitely got my candle lit right here. Um, and her book. Lots of learning during this period. So yeah, but I think it's gonna be fun. It's not just gonna be just this. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be balanced. You're gonna have a good time. That's what the energy is calling in, and that's what we're going to be laying a foundation upon in our lives coming up to have. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just do a card from the Vintage Wisdom deck. See what oracle messages we'll have as far as what energies are coming in. Um, what energies are we going to be sending the foundation for at this period of time? And this reading is timeless, so if you catch it later, still applies. All right. I might just pull one out because these are really hard to shuffle. And I'm not really good at shuffling, but I'm going to do this. Okay, let's see what we have here. Awakening. Wow. So, yeah, it definitely is going with the message because, like, underneath this deck, this reading deck, we had the Hermit, you know. And like I was saying before, it's like we're in a period of that right now, but now we're coming out and we're a new person. We've awoken to we're awakening to what is sustainable. hmm Which is living your life how you want to. That's the only thing that's sustainable. And so we're awakening to this. Let's just let me look a little bit. I see the floral aspect here. Yeah, it's just something about this energy is just giving renewal. It's giving, you know, I'm coming out. It's like she's coming out of this bouquet or this beautiful foliage. And although she's not really looking forward, she's looking up. But that's what it takes, right? To look up. Today I'm not going to read the message. Sorry guys, I do feel so bad, but I have actually something that's I'm preparing. I don't want to make sure it burns, but um yeah, this is an amazing reading. I loved it. I think it definitely resonates. Um we're awakening to just having more pleasure, fun, and we're creating that right now. So thank you so much, um, gals and guys, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. It was my pleasure to do. I will see you on the next reading. You all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Good night. Good night and good day.